So, yesterday we talked about how mindset was your first obstacle, it's your biggest obstacle, it's your biggest hurdle in accomplishing anything in life, but especially in your fitness, health, wellness, nutrition journey, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever it looks like for you, right? The mind is what has to start everything. If you don't start with mindset, if you don't shift your mindset, if you don't put yourself in a positive mindset, if you don't put yourself in a motivated mindset, if you don't put yourself in a high vibrational state, if you don't make the decision to be better for yourself, then you're not. You're going to be stuck. You're going to, slide back into old habits that are just not suited for you. You're never going to reach your goal. You're never going to attain it. If you need more on that, go back and watch my video from yesterday. Today, we're going to talk about your second biggest obstacle, which is not establishing your goals properly. And specifically, we're going to talk about SMART goals. SMART goals are specific to you. They are measurable to you. They are attainable / achievable, whatever way you want to put that. They are reachable, right? And they are time bound. Most people fail, first because of their mindset, but secondly because they do not even establish a plan on how to get there. They don't even know what it's going to look like. They just know that they want to lose weight. They just know that they want to not have the visceral fat. But what does that really mean for you? A lot of us are, idolizing IG, TikTok models and all this kind of stuff, right? That's fine. I'm an influencer too, but I'm also a coach, right? I got in this to help people for their health, and the aesthetics follow, right? You idolizing people that you see all over social media, but you don't know the path that it took for them to get there. You don't know the mental strain that it took for them to get there. You don't know the habits that they had to cultivate to get there. You don't know their life. You don't know their struggles. So you cannot sit up there and base your goals off of what you see on social media, because social media is not real. It's not reality. The reality you live in is your life. It's your mind, right? It's your everyday living. So whenever you're making this plan or this decision to get in better health for whatever reason, you need to make sure that it is specific to you. So losing 10 pounds for you could look like 2 or 3 months, when for someone else it could only take 1 month, because it's all about your lifestyle. It's all about, your cortisol levels. It's all about your nutrition. It's all about how disciplined you are, how consistent you are. It's specific to your life, right? The person who can just jump into the whole process, the whole routine, has a totally different life than someone who just needs to start establishing the habits. They have a totally different mindset from someone who just needs to, start focusing on nutrition, just start eating enough calories throughout the day, to start eating too many calories to get just really unstuck on processed foods. Because when I tell you people, processed foods are so addictive, it's crazy. I understand and I know, I've been there. Processed foods are so easy, so convenient, because we're all living a crazy, hectic life. I get it. It's so easy to, indulge in food that tastes so good because it makes us feel good. I get it. I totally understand. It is not above me. That was once me, eating out 3-4 times a week. I have an 11-year-old. He's literally an athlete now, like all year round athlete. He's running track now. And I literally just told him, look, you're getting older, 11 years old. You're starting to get the visceral fat around your stomach that, guys typically get, because guys most of the time start putting on weight in their stomach first before everywhere else. All right. So literally, I told him, your diet has have to change. Like, he wasn't eating a bunch of processed food, but you come in the house, you halfway want to eat your vegetables, you halfway want to eat your fruit, you want to snack on a bunch of meat and all that kind of stuff, eat cereal 2 times out the day, all kinds of crazy stuff. No, 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 no. We have a goal in mind. You want to be faster, so this is how we're going to get there, right? This is how we're going to get there. And his goals are specific to him because he's an 11-year-old athlete, right? So someone who's trying to lose, like I said, 10 pounds with a very, very soothing, calm, stress-free lifestyle, their process is going to look very different from the person who has 2 or 3 jobs with a bunch of kids and a husband that they have to tend to, where the stress levels are so high. So you have to get specific What is that going to look like to me? What am I going to do to start this journey? Am I going to focus on this bad habit of not getting enough sleep first? Am I going to focus on this bad habit of, not making it to the gym, not being consistent to the gym? What is the bad habit that is stopping you from getting there? So that's established that, right? What is specific to you? What do you really need to do? Do you really need to lose 50 pounds? Or do you just need to shed 20 pounds, maybe put on some lean muscle? Like, you can't go off of what someone else did just because they might be the body goal that you want. You might not need the same goal. You might not even need the same plan. So whatever plan you put yourself on or follow needs to be specific to you. And how are you going to measure it? Are you going to weigh yourself every day? Are you going to let the scale deter you every day? Are you going to take pictures? Are you going to watch your body change with your clothes? Are you going to take a tape measure and really see the inches peel off your waist? Like, what is going to be the measure? A lot of people use the scale, right? I love the scale. But the scale can also be a very deterring thing because weight loss looks like this. It does not look like this. Everybody thinks it's supposed to just look like this. It does not. It all depends on stress levels, depending on water retention. It depends on, if you're bloating from certain foods, if you have gluten sensitivity, all types of things will cause like your weight just to fluctuate. Women and hormones, are you on your cycle that week? Do you have PMS really bad? I mean, it's so many things that could determine your weight throughout the weeks of a month. So my suggestion to you is to use pictures, scale, and a measuring tape, if you have the time for that, just to see what's really happening to your body. You don't know what's happening until you're actually measuring it, all right? Is it achievable and attainable to you? This goes back to my first point. Is 10 pounds in a month really a goal for you if you are a highly stressed person, you don't even have your stress levels under control? If you don't have your stress levels under control, you cannot go out here and say, hey, I'm going to go do a damn show. Guess what? That was just me a couple months ago. I got on here and told y'all I was going to do a show, knowing I was highly stressed out. But that's what I know. That's what I'm used to. That's what I truly love. But right now, my life is not set up that way. I know right now I cannot do my best at bodybuilding, so I'm not going to freaking do it. And so what my goal has changed into just getting back on my nutrition the way that I coach other people, right? I can't let stress to control my eating habits. I can't let stress make me undereat. I can't make stress let me not recover. Life happens to everybody, but it is the decision to come back and snap back into reality and get your ass back on the horse. Get back on it the way you need to get back on it. You have to make sure that you're keeping your mind, the stress, all of that small as possible. And I know it's hard, but it's something that you have to do. Okay? Like I said, making sure that your goal is achievable. Because if you trying to lose 10 pounds in a month, but you're not even in alignment with that, you're not even remotely in alignment with that, you're going to get deterred and you're going to be inconsistent, right? You got to look at your life. Do things that are going to get you there. Are you wasting time scrolling on social media? That's an hour of rest you could have had. Can you get up an hour earlier and get some meditation, journaling, yoga, and 30 minutes of workout before you got to go to work? Where are you wasting your time at? Audit your schedule. That's one thing that you can do. Figure it out. Figure out what life looks like for you, okay? What is achievable and attainable for you, all right? Like I said, is it reachable? Is it something that you can, it's got to be realistic, y'all. It has to be reachable. It has to be realistic. Don't go out here and tell yourself that you're going to do something if you know you can't do it. Start off small. Don't start off lofty. Little things, little habits, little mindset shifts. All of that plays a big part in this. You got to make sure that it's very realistic, it's very reachable, it's very specific to you. Because people love to glam up their life. They don't love to tell you how they got there. They don't love to share that with you. If your coach is not sharing that with you, or if the person who you're idolizing is not sharing that with you, then Don't take their word for it. You can still idolize them, but then you need to go do your own research. You need to go figure it out on your own. Figure out what life and your path looks like, because it damn sure doesn't look like the other person's. Everybody's life does not life the same way. And nobody can understand that but you. You can have people who help you to, help you through it, help you to navigate it. That's what a good coach does. They help you navigate your challenges. They have you, help you navigate your, your way through this type of journey, because it's not an easy journey. This is a journey that you have to stay plugged into. This is a journey that you have to receive some type of motivation, inspiration. Stay plugged into a community, stay plugged into a coach who cares about your actual well-being and the reason why you actually got into this. All right. You got to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are going to push you, who are going to motivate you. And you also have to keep that motivation within yourself. Remember your why. Time bound is the last piece of this. All right. We need to make sure that you put a time on it, because you need to know what's working and what's not. If you're just willy-nilly out here working out, trying to eat healthy, or whatever you're doing to get to this goal, right? Whatever you're doing to get healthier, whatever you're doing to get, more energy, whatever you're doing to feel better, if you're trying to get rid of the possibility of going on diabetes, or trying to get off high blood pressure, whatever, right? Whatever. But you need to give yourself a time, because when you are giving yourself a time on this goal, you can see whether or not something is working. It puts you in a more focused state when you have a time, right? This is something that you need to do. This is something that you need to attain in this specific time. And it also helps you work a little bit harder towards it. Because if you give yourself a whole year to do something that can literally take you like 21 days, if it's a habit change, just to, like I said, get up earlier in the morning or go to bed earlier, give yourself 21 days to form a habit. It literally takes 21 days to form a habit. But if you're not putting a time on it, you're just going to bull crap through it. You're literally going to sit up here and just be like, okay, tomorrow. You're going to keep putting it off instead of really locking in and say, okay, I got this amount of time to make this happen. This is the boundaries that I'm setting for myself. This is what I want to accomplish in this day. And you're going to get it done. It's a mental thing, but guess what? It works. That's how bodybuilders, they get ready for their shows. Powerlifters, they get ready for their shows because they know they have a date and they know that the clock is ticking. So guess what? They're working hard at that date. All right. So if you're establishing this plan, if you're trying to feel healthier, you're trying to get more energy, you want to burn some fats, you want to build some lean muscle, whatever that is, make sure, and you're doing it on your own, make sure that you try to follow a smart, you try to establish a smart goal. Do not go out here and just willy-nilly and, bull crap through this process, because I promise you, you're going to keep stopping, starting, because you don't even see a path forward. You don't have a visualization of where you're trying to get to. You didn't map out a plan to how you're going to get there, so you're never going to get anywhere. All right? So if you need help with any of this, if any of this sounds like you, if you're the person who doesn't know where to start, they don't know how to start, they don't even know what their bad habits are that are keeping them from feeling, like crap, that's keeping you from not looking like you want to look in your clothes, that's, just making you just, having all type of health issues and things like that, let's start a conversation, because you don't know what you don't know, right? If it's constantly been a battle for you to really, really get into the best version of yourself, let a quality coach who's going to obsess over your needs and make sure that you are straight help you with the process. If you need a coach like that, let me know. Comment below, jump in my DMs, get on my website, wherever you can get it to me. And I will have a conversation with you, free of charge. All right? Let's see if we can work out a plan for you to get you on a smart plan. All right? That's specific, measurable, attainable, reachable, time-bound, based on you and not anyone else. All right? Till next time, Coach D, out.